How to shake off a clingy green tea. So, I confessed to Julian, yep, poured my heart out, and he just flicked his eyes at me, smirked, and said, I see you as a bro. Ouch. 2 days later, he dragged me to some booze-soaked dinner party. I got so plastered I barely knew my own name, mumbling nonsense as I lunged at him, pinning him down for a sloppy kiss or three. In my hazy stupor, I saw him storming toward me, face dark as a thundercloud. Then my vision cleared, and oh, hell no, I wasn't smooching Julian. I was gnawing on his cousin, Jasper. What gives you the right to reject me? I slurred, indignation bubbling up through the alcohol fog. My eyes were swimming, but I could still make out the guy in front of me, his earlobes flushed a shade of red so deep it looked like they might drip. He squirmed, trying to pull his pinned wrists free, but I tightened my grip, repeating my question with drunken bravado. A tiny, mosquito-like voice squeaked back, Clara, sis, let go, please. I never rejected you, I've always Lee. I grinned, triumphant. Oh, so now he's singing a different tune? After swaggering around, brushing me off as one of the guys? Tonight, I'd show him who's boss, teach him how many eyes the horse lord's got. The room doubled, then tripled. I shook my head to clear the blur, catching sight of Julian stalking over, his face a storm of shadows. Wait, 2 Julians? I squinted, twisting my neck. Nope, that's Jasper. The buzz crashed hard, sobriety slamming into me like a brick. Before I could scramble away, Julian reached us, yanking us apart with a growl. What the hell are you two doing? He snapped. I'd have preferred death right then, quicker, less humiliating. This night was my personal Waterloo. I was ready to hijack a jet and flee the planet. Bro, we were just chatting, Jasper stammered, his pale face blooming crimson. Yeah, sure, I muttered. His excuse sounded like we'd done everything but chat. Julian's teeth ground audibly. Chatting? That close? His icy glare slid to me, and I panicked, channeling my inner drunk, eyes darting, 3 sways left, 2 right, then, collapse. Julian scooped me up in a bridal carry, arms firm around me. Bro, let me take her, Jasper piped up. Julian's grip tightened, and he barked, take her? Get your ass home. Normally, I'd flutter my lashes and sigh, oh, blame my dazzling beauty, don't fight over me, boys. But right now? I just wanted to flip them both off and yell, let me out of this soap opera. Clara's my girlfriend now, we're together, Jasper declared. I nearly vaulted out of Julian's arms. Since when? I, the alleged girlfriend, hadn't signed up for this. What was this little punk up to? Julian froze, clearly blindsided by Jasper's bold move. Bro, hand her over, Jasper said, reaching out. Julian's breathing hitched, and then, whoosh, I was lobbed into Jasper's arms. He stumbled under my weight, and I silently cursed, it's him being scrawny, not me being heavy. Nope. Next morning, still half asleep, my left hand groped something firm and bouncy. I gave it a couple of squeezes, nice elasticity. A low magnetic grunt rumbled in my ear, and my groggy brain purred, damn, that voice could melt steel. Gotta lure this guy into my bed. Cue the horror movie screech. I bolted upright. A man? In my bed? Eyes snapping open, I found myself nose to nose with a gorgeous face. Jasper. My memory flickered out, how'd he get here? His lashes fluttered, he was waking up. Panicking, I slapped a hand over his eyes, as if that'd rewind the nightmare. Useless. He stirred. Clara, sis? The warmth of his breath jolted me. I yanked my hand back like I'd touched a live wire. We locked eyes, my first bedside stare down with a guy, and it's this mess. I forced a grin, aiming to take control. Morning. I croaked. Morning, he replied, amusement dancing in his eyes, voice still husky from sleep. I scrambled for a follow-up, but he beat me to it. Clara, sis, your hand. My brain caught up, oh no, I'd been kneading his abs. His shirt was intact, buttons pristine, yet my rogue hand had slipped underneath. I yanked it out, mortified. My dignity was officially toast. Last night's blackout hit me, I'd faked a drunken coma, and then, nothing. Where are we? I asked. My room, he said, cheeks pinkening. I was gonna sleep elsewhere, but you felt feverish, so I stayed to keep an eye on you. I blinked. Julian's a block of ice, how'd he spawn this sweet, considerate cousin? You rest more, Jasper added. I'll make you porridge. His sis that was sugar sweet, like honey on toast. Julian wouldn't cook me dirt, let alone porridge, he'd demand I cater to him. Jasper even shut the door gently as he left. Phone in hand, I unlocked it to a barrage of missed calls, all Julian. His texts flooded in. Julian the jerk, still out cold? Julian the jerk, breakfast run, I'll pick you up. Julian the jerk, also, explain you and Jasper. Julian the jerk, Clara, open the door. Julian the jerk, Clara, pick up. Julian the jerk? Julian the jerk, Jasper's not answering either. You still with him? Julian the jerk, smiley face. My heart skipped, my thumb slipped, sending a panicked oh, intersection, oh, before I retracted it. Too late, his call came through. I fumbled, accidentally accepting it. A sinister chuckle crackled down the line, chilling me to the bone. He's pissed. Finally gracing me with your attention, busy bee? His sarcasm stung, vintage Julian, master of shade. I'd picked up half my gaming trash talk from him, it worked like a charm. I racked my brain for a dodge. He barreled on, we'll hash it out in person. Where are you? I'm coming. Groaning, I mumbled, why? Where are you? I'll meet you, treat you to lunch as penance. Don't play dumb, he snorted. I've known you forever, I can tell what fart's coming just from your twitch. Julian, can you not be so crass? Blame that moonlit night when his toothache shut him up for once. He chuckled, fine, I'll know your breeze, from your sway. Shut it, I snapped. Talk less in public, or you'll get decked. Stop stalling. Where are you? I pounded the bed. Caught. Then genius struck, I'd say I'm home and race there first. Move over, world leaders, my brilliance is wasted. At home, still in bed. Come later. A pause. Home? Perfect, I'm at your door. Let me in. I froze, speechless. Screen door on my ass, total bust. He'd gone to my place early, and stayed? When I didn't reply, he inhaled sharply. You're at Jasper's, aren't you? Busted. Yeah, I sighed. You slept with him? Kinda. Not really? Click, he hung up. Oh, you're not the only one who can ditch a call, jerk. Jasper knocked, entering with oversized blue slippers. No women's ones, but these are new, unworn, he said, blushing. My mouth ran ahead of my brain, sis prefers the ones you've worn. He took me seriously, kicking off his own pair, voice quivering. Here, Clara, sis. I flushed, his earnestness made me the creep. Kidding? I yelped. He coughed, fumbling to swap shoes back, then bolted, muttering, porridge is almost ready, I'll go. He clunked his head on the doorframe with a loud thud. I rushed over. If he got concussed because of me, Julian skinned me alive. Let me see. A bruise bloomed on his forehead. I brushed it lightly. You okay? Hurt? He pouted, eyes misty, whining, it hurts. That soft, needy tone hooked my heart. Too cute. No ice handy, I grabbed an egg, peeled it, and rolled it over the mark. He sat obediently, ears pink, lashes fanning down like little brushes. Male beauty's a snare, I nearly forgot my question. Julian said you told him we're dating? His lashes flickered, he ducked his head, mumbling, yeah. His fluffy hair begged to be petted. So docile. It was my first kiss, he added, sheepish. Guilt stabbed me. Too pure. Last night was a drunken mess, I said. Want a gift as an apology? He looked up, puppy dog eyes glistening. Clara, sis, are you ditching me after taking advantage? I choked on my own spit, coughing. No, you're just too young. I'm not young, nothing about me is small, he insisted, dead serious. Stay pure, Clara, stay pure. Do you like my brother? He asked. Okay, Julian's refined bad boy face had reeled me in before, but his mouth ruined it every time. I'd rather dunk his head in a toilet. He's a hothead, Jasper pressed. He'd rile you up. I wouldn't, I'd do anything you want. Green tea vibes wafted over, but, damn it, why wasn't I annoyed? His earnestness felt sweet, not scheming. A college flashback hit, my short hair phase, when girls kept confessing to me. Julian. Cackle, can't blame em for the mix-up. One girl, realizing I wasn't a guy, blushed harder, I like you, gender's irrelevant. Julian didn't tease then, just sulked and nagged me to grow my hair out. Still, I shook my head at Jasper. His crestfallen pout made me feel like a villain. Julian stormed in, hauling me from Jasper's place. Learning we'd only shared a bed, platonically, his grin nearly split his face. I bristled. What, scared I'd taint your precious cousin? You dating him? He asked. Nope. He beamed harder, practically begging for a kick. Jasper sneaky, you steer clear. You're the sneaky one, I shot back. He's a lamb. A guileless fluffball, Julian just didn't want me poaching his family's prize cabbage. Fine, Clara, you crushing on him? Jasper's shy confession flashed, I dodged, no, you're full of hot air. Hot air? You're the guilty one. Days ago, you liked me, now you're eyeing my cousin. Playing substitute games? I snapped, landing a solid kick. You'll see my full skill set today, you thief, your doom's here. Post-beating, Julian slunk off, chastened. Jasper didn't quit. He sniffed out my art studio, dropping by with food every other day. My colleagues and students ogled him, winking at me. Someone blabbed I needed a model, he volunteered. Know what kind I need? I challenged, hoping to scare him off. Anything, Clara, sis. Nude ones. He blinked, stunned. I twirled my pen, smirking. Can you handle it, little Jasper? If not. Before I finished, he stripped off his shirt. My jaw dropped. Gym-toned, pale skin, abs like carved marble, wide shoulders, trim waist. My brain replayed that abs-groping incident. I can do it, don't pick anyone else, he pleaded, fingers at his belt. I lunged, grabbing it to stop him. The door creaked, Clara, quick chat, and Professor Lydia walked in, eyeing my hand on his waistband. She bolted, slamming the door. My grip slipped, his pants hit the floor. I spun away, eyes shut. Put him on, now. Metal clinked as he dressed. I tugged my earlobe, flustered. Get it together, Clara. We're not a match, I said once he was decent. Julian says tons of girls like you don't miss the forest for one tree. Even if I'm a stunning tree. His face fell. What's wrong with me? I'll change. Post-Julian corruption and that eye candy moment, I blurted, haven't tested you, how'd I know? A million mental facepalms followed. He's too innocent for that innuendo. Then his face went scarlet. Oh no, your pure boy act's crumbling, Jasper. That day taught me, loose lips sink ships, and dignity. A college buddy, Miles, posted he was back from abroad, your boy's back in town. I commented, booze night? Julian swooped in, booze? After last time's disaster, you've got no shame. I slammed my desk. This jerk's everywhere. Buzz off, Julian, that was a fluke. I'm the drinking champ of this city. He replied with a nosepick emoji. I fired back a smiley. Miles chimed in, cool it, lovebirds, take it to DMs. Yes, dear daughter, daddy's out, I typed. Yes, sweet granddaughter, grandpa's gone, Julian added. Miles, smiley face. I posted a pic of a dog labeled Julian, my poison circle cheered. Miles called, hosting a return bash and insisting I bring Julian. He picked me up from the studio mid-class, lounging in the back. I grabbed water, Professor Lydia rang. I'm sick, can you cover my afternoon? Sure, rest up. Oh, and your clothes-ripping secret? Locked tight. Back in class, the vibe was off, students whispering, giggling, sneaking glances. Julian's face was a storm cloud. Dread hit, I'd left my phone projecting. Crap. I powered through, feigning calm. On the way to Miles' party, Julian glared at my hands. Whose clothes did you rip? Misunderstanding, total mix-up. Some mix-up, he sneered. Swear it. I'm a saint, who'd I strip? You? A saint? Bitter truth swallowed, I choked on silence. With Lunar New Year creeping up, my mom called, bring your boyfriend home this year, I want to meet him. One dumb lie, eternal regret. To dodge my parents' relentless marriage nagging, I'd invented a boyfriend months ago. Now, where was I? Supposed to dig up a guy to parade home? If I claimed we'd split, I'd be dragged to blind dates faster than you can say red envelope. Arg, I wanna die. In a panic, I posted on social media, tears streaming, hiring a fake boyfriend for New Year's homecoming. Julian commented, you're so pathetic, I might just take pity and step up. Jasper chimed in, Clara, sis, take me home. Pitiful puppy face. A gaggle of idiots cackled below, honestly, I wanted to slap them all silly. In the end, I went home solo. To avoid a scolding, I put on a pathetic act for Mom, rubbed my eyes red, splashed in some eye drops, and threw myself into her arms the second I arrived. Wah, Mom, he dumped me. He's been hooking up with. With my silver tongue, I spun my Phantom X into a sleazy, fish-hooking playboy. My parents bristled with righteous fury, showering me with sympathy. For days, no mention of matchmaking. I was basking in my own genius, humming a tune as I took out the trash, when I stumbled over a stray human. Jasper, dragging a suitcase, moped around my apartment complex like a lost kitten. I hauled him inside, handed him water and a blanket. How'd you get here? Taxi, he mumbled. How'd you know where I live? Went to your studio, you weren't there. Professor Lydia told me. I smiled tightly. Lydia's getting axed. Jasper's eyes sparkled, dimples popping as he grinned. Didn't you need a boyfriend? I packed myself up and shipped over. My face heated, heart thumping. A kid brother just flirted me into a puddle? I grabbed my cup to hide it. Sis, that's mine. I just drank from it. I choked, water spraying. Setting it down, I caught his amused stare and groaned. I bragged how I'd outsmarted the boyfriend crisis, he praised me till I blushed crimson. Before I could figure out where to stash him, my parents waltzed in with groceries. Jasper sprang up, calling them uncle and auntie, pulling gifts from his suitcase, complimenting Dad's looks, swearing Mom could pass for 20. They beamed, chatting him up like long-lost kin, leaving me sidelined like a dumpster find. Mom asked, so, Jasper, what's your deal with our Clara? Alarm bells clanged, I couldn't stop him. Auntie, I'm chasing her. Mom yanked me aside. He's a catch, sweet, handsome, a rare gem. You'd be lucky, she scanned me, unimpressed. Ancestors' blessings, honestly. Huh? Jasper's charm tanked my family status, and I was salty, until he whipped up braised pork so divine I nearly wept. Sold. I even considered begging him to stay longer. My parents? Smitten too, singing his praises nonstop. Pork good? He asked. I nodded like a pestle pounding garlic. Delicious. Sis, I've got more than pork up my sleeve. He leaned in, too close, muddling my brain, pulse racing. His gaze flickered, unreadable, darting between my eyes and lips. I edged back, legs wobbly, gripping the doorframe. Sis, can I kiss you? I blinked. Then, peck, a dragonfly-like kiss. I bolted to my room like a spooked bunny, locking the door. Knocks followed. Clara, sis, you mad? I'm sorry, don't ignore me. Buried in blankets, I smacked my burning cheeks. Get a grip, Clara. I'm not mad. I shouted. Just, sleepy. Lame. I'd just woken up. I started dodging him, obviously. Mom noticed. He's too young, Mom, 3 years younger. 3 years? Old guys are stale. Young ones have stamina, zest. Dad. He sulked, but one glare from Mom and he chirped, right, listen to your mother. Mom sent me for soy sauce, Jasper tagged along, pouting. I messed up, forgive me, don't hide. His puppy face and Mom's pep talk broke me. Young's fine, cute face, killer abs. I'd be nuts to resist. Brain fried, I dragged him into an alley, kissed him hard, and growled, hey, doll, the boss likes you, wanna be my 18th concubine? He pounced, kissing me senseless. Gasping, I shoved him off. His eyes smoldered. Boss, more? More? I'm out of breath. He trailed home like a bashful bride. At the door, Clara, sis, we're together now, right? Duh. Think I'm just drooling over you? Okay, maybe a little. Mom, hearing we'd coupled up, ate an extra half bowl of rice in glee. New Year's Day, my scumbag ex showed up. Auntie, ow, stop hitting me. There's a mix-up, I'm Clara's boyfriend. Clara, explain. Her boyfriend? That's why I'm whacking you. I peeked out, Mom wielded a feather duster like a warlord. Sorry, Julian, you're collateral. I wailed, Julian, you jerk, why were you back? Jasper emerged, Mom ditched the duster. Jasper, grab the broom. Julian gaped. Jasper? What are you doing here? Jasper, bro? How? I face-bombed, bracing for doom. Mom sorted it out, apologized to Julian, then chewed me out. What's with this Julian guy? Just friends. No funny business out there. Me? Never. She squinted, skeptical. Mom and Dad hit the park. In the living room, Jasper and Julian sat like rival gangsters. What now? Julian looked roughed up, Mom's doing, and sour. You two together? I nodded. He choked, grabbed his stuff, and turned to leave. Jasper stood. Bro, No need. I'm late to the party. They lost me. You two playing charades? Nah, Julian muttered. You've got your real deal, I'm out, fake boyfriend off duty. He left without a glance. What's his deal? I asked Jasper. Bad meds? He hesitated, then spilled, bro, likes you too. No way. Julian's grimace when I confessed, was that liking me? I sensed it when he dragged you from my place, Jasper said. I thought about stepping back, but love's selfish. I couldn't let you go, I won't regret it. His feelings are his, mine are mine. Now you know, your choice, I'll respect it. His insecurity tugged at me. I met his gaze, firm. Jasper, I'm with you, not a whim. I liked Julian once, faintly, but that's done. I'm here because I like you. Trust me, and yourself, okay? His eyes welled, he tackled me in a hug. You said it, you like me. Don't lie, or keep lying forever, just don't let me know. I called Julian. He scoffed, me, like you? Don't buy Jasper's bunk. Knew it, misunderstanding. But his rasp irked me. Not into me? Then why's your voice shot, crying over my new man? A pause, then classic Julian, bullshit, I've got a cold. I'd set off fireworks to celebrate dodging you. Roll away and light then. I told Jasper, no chance, Julian's clear. He blinked. Guess I got it wrong. Jasper's clinginess leveled up. Co-running a studio, he was slammed, yet insisted on daily studio visits. During my classes, he'd perch. Quietly, watching. Post-lesson, he'd tail me to the office, shut the door, and wrap me from behind, whining, Clara, miss me? I'd melt, teasing, too busy prepping, no time to miss you. He'd tighten his grip. Try again. Missed you, day and night, can't sleep for it. Laughing, I'd hug back. One day, he suggested cohabitation. I balked, living together? I'd lose all restraint. But he sweet-talked me into it. Separate rooms, though, one wall apart. I tossed all night, glaring at my panda eyes next morning while he chirped about porridge. My bed's too firm, yours looks cushy, I hinted. He pecked me. Let's swap. Swap? I want you. Defeated, I blurted, no swapping, I want to sleep with you. His face flamed. That's not proper. Why not? You're my boyfriend, legal and all. That night, I hauled my bedding over. Freshly showered, he sat on his bed, blushing to his neck. I grinned, tipping his chin. Hey, cutie, big sis is bathing, back to pamper you soon. He played coy, nodding shyly. Mom was right, young guys bring stamina and perks. Next morning, his antics escalated, I stumbled out of bed, nearly face-planting, earning his chuckle and my glare. A year in, Jasper got secretive, less clingy, sneaking midnight calls. I posted on a forum, why's my clingy boyfriend of a year pulling away? Replies, cheating. Bored, waiting for you to dump him. Or, terminally ill, distancing to spare you. I scoffed, until a news alert popped up, boyfriend faked infidelity, hid terminal illness, girlfriend missed his final moments, heartbroken. Then, post-shower, I caught Jasper with a nosebleed. My blood ran cold, I burst into tears. He flailed, hugging me. What's wrong? Someone hurt you? I'll deck him. Sobbing, I pictured him dying alone. He wiped my tears, patting my back. I couldn't say I'd caught his secret plan, I'd pretend ignorance if he wanted it that way. I called Julian, voice breaking. I know, Jasper's sick with what? Huh? Jasper's sick? Don't cover for him, I know. Cover? What do you know? Julian was clueless too. Jasper rushed home, cradling me. I'm fine, no illness. Then the nosebleed, I wailed. Dry weather, overheating, he said, sheepish. Wah, then you're cheating? You're sneaky, not clingy, no bedtime cuddles. He sat me down, laughing. No cheating, never. I'm crying, and you laugh? You don't love me. Stifling his grin, he explained, I love you, always. Been planning a proposal. Midnight calls? Julian, helping me pick rings, for a surprise. Sniffling, I snapped, ring, where? He knelt, beaming, sliding it on. Clara, years from now, I'll still love you like this. Marry me, I love you. I bawled harder, bossing him, put it on. Julian skipped the wedding, can't watch you sob like a mutt, and jetted off. The footage proved him right, I was a mess. Post-wedding, rummaging at my parents', I found a book Julian lent me in college, a macho novel I'd skimmed and forgot. flipping it open, a note on the last page. Stopped me, Clara, I'm a coward, I like you. Return this, it means you like me too. If not, keep it, pretend this never happened, chalk it up to my brain fart. I froze, closing it as Jasper called, Clara, found it? Need help? Nope, got it. He grinned from the couch, light glinting off his face. Home? I took his hand, smiling. Home. Julian's epilogue, a fool's lament. What hurts more, having and losing, or never having at all? I've got my answer. Her wedding day, I staggered to the airport, then raced back, a wreck. Through the crowd, I saw her in white, kissing her groom behind the veil. Each glimpse carved me up, I lingered, torturing myself. After, I drifted, Lijiang's old town, Dolly's Arai Lake, the Potala Palace, all places she'd dreamed of. A ghost, I wandered, aimless. 5 months later, Jasper brought her to my place for New Year's greetings. She glowed, calling me bro with him. My mind blanked. Heading to my room, she stopped me, hesitant. That book you lent me in college, I just finished it. Julian, sorry. I stared, numb. No biggie, toss it, don't bother returning. My face must have been a wreck. Time doesn't heal, it ambushes you, emotions crashing in waves. She hadn't seen the note back then, not rejection, just blindness. Her confession? I'd thought it a jest, brushed it off, my one coward's flinch sealed my fate. I'd hid in my shell ever since. Door shut, I slid down it, sobbing like a fool. Why didn't I ask her outright? Why wasn't I brave? I'll never love like that again. I just want time to hurry, to bury this unrequited ache. Then Josie, back from abroad, cackled up my tail. Thought you two were a lock, how'd you fumble that, Julian? Buzz off, I said, mild as ever. Same old grump, bet that's why she picked your cousin. I flashed a tight smile. She grinned back. A year married, and you're still mooning? Over it, long gone. She snorted, unconvinced. Abroad turned you into a gossip, get a degree in meddling? I can't out-talk you, she sighed. But seriously, no girlfriend? What about me? Don't joke, I'm not in the mood. No joke. I like you, Julian, I came back to chase you. Clara's taken, I've loved you for years. My turn, right? She bombarded me with gifts, worming into my life. One day, I realized Clara hadn't crossed my mind in ages. 6 months later, she announced she was leaving. Cool, when were you back? I teased. Not coming back. My brain shorted. Not back? That night, sleepless and fuming, I thought, she chases me, flips my world, and now bails? No way. Next morning, black-eyed and reckless, I stormed her place, grabbed her hand, and blurted, wherever you're going, take me too. She beamed, smug. Why should I? 'Cause I'm your boyfriend. Her laugh rang out. Knew you'd crack, I just had to push you out of that turtle shell. Turtle? Then you're Mrs. Turtle. Fine by me. End.